So we're going to look about the economy, the industry, the market forecast, and then some of the technology and application trends. High tech also came to the rescue. Although the GDP collapsed last year, and normally that would have triggered a semiconductor downturn, it didn't. The actual trend line has been 8% per year. I've shown this chart again. I've shown it quite frequently because it's one that people should understand and they don't. And the automotive industry is a classic example of one where they have ignored this fact of life, even though it's been a fact of life for over 40 years. But the industry needs to spend about 80 billion in total next year to stay on track. So when you look at the four horsemen, all of the fundamentals are very strong, with the exception of the economy. We were probably the only analysts out there that were saying it's still going to be positive growth. Everybody else at that time was saying minus growth for semis. We think it's going to be at least a 7% growth this year. Q4 has sent everybody scrambling for capacity. Looking towards now next year, so the overall scorecard, in our opinion, is that the risks are more upside than down, and the economy is the only uncertain. Our number this year is 18% growth rate. Foxconn wants to be the Android of automobiles. Have already the first EV hardware and software open platform. All you've got to do is put a bit of tin around it, and you're in the car business. So you can see how disruptive that is going to be for all of the classic automotive car companies. The key takeaways for this year, I think what we're finding here is that it wasn't a normal recession. From an economic point of view, there is still a huge pent-up demand from the end users there. There is no shortage of technology, no shortage in the market demand. The US-China friction, it's not just about trade and tariffs and unlevel playing fields. It's also an emotional thing about global status and pride. So enjoy the super cycle. It'll crash in 2023. So thanks very much. Our next formal update will be in September.